True. That's why we have to sit down and speak about the black and the brown. That's why we have to sit down and speak about the black and the brown.
Let's go. You dancing, they can't control you. Your skin is not only dark.
That's why we have to sit down and speak about the black and the brown.
You dancing, they can't control you. Your skin is not only dark.
6, 5, 1.
Like a trophy when Naomi's walking. She need an Oscar for that pretty dark skin.
What is up, guys? It is your girl Queen Versace and welcome back to my channel. Now before I get into what we're doing today, just make sure that you thumbs up this video and subscribe so you can see more from me, more content. Let me know what you guys want and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post. So we're gonna be talking today. I'm also gonna be doing a get ready with me, but because we're on quarantine lockdown, y'all know I don't have anywhere to go, so I'm just gonna be playing around with my makeup and see what look I can come up with today. I'm kind of feeling it's like Easter time, so like I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know, pastels, like doing something. I did my eyebrows off camera already, so we're just gonna be like playing around today and see what we come up with. And we're also gonna be talking about quarantine, this whole COVID-19 coronavirus debacle, this mess that we're in right now. So y'all already saw me talk about it before, but like now it's out of control. Like the way that people are acting, it's completely ludicrous. It's like everybody has actually like genuinely lost their minds, and y'all are still buying toilet paper. That's what I'm just genuinely confused about that. Like the whole toilet paper thing, like it fundamentally does not make sense. Like if you genuinely believe that in a time of crisis, your best idea is to go out of your way to buy toilet paper and in bulk, the virus is the least of your problems, because even at the astronomically high prices that toilet paper is at right now, like I was at, what was it, Superstore, and like a pack of like 24 was like almost $30 or something. Like it was something ridiculous like that for a pack of, I don't buy it in that size, but I can't imagine that one roll of toilet paper is equal to over $1. Like no, like that's ridiculous. Like at these astronomically high ridiculous prices, people are still willing to clear out shelves, and it's like there's no reason for it. Like not even water, I don't understand. And I was even at the convenience store the other day just to get like a little thing of toilet paper, just one. And toilet paper, tell me why toilet paper was under lock and key. Tell me why we've literally gone to the place where we have to be locking up toilet paper like cigarettes. Like tell me, like how does that make sense? Show your work and tell me how you arrived at that. But people, these store owners, I get why they're doing it, because they've been broken into. A lot of people have been robbing them, because it's like people are desperate for toilet paper, like toilet paper this, toilet paper that, but meanwhile water is sitting fully stocked on shelves. Like if it were me, and because we're all in this crisis time together, it is me, but like if I was someone who was dumb enough to buy things in bulk so that other people don't have a chance to help their own households, I'd be going for the water first, because you know you literally cannot live without water. But have we forgotten that there was a very long time period when toilet paper did not exist, and everyone found a way to survive, everyone found a way to be cleanly, to be hygienic, and we all just went about our days. You have a whole ass house, and if you cannot find a way to wipe yourself or clean yourself without toilet paper, I don't even know what to say to people like that. Like there's just so much wrong with that situation that I don't have a word for the people who are participating like that. So in your house, you have a whole entire shower, you have a bath, you have a tap, you have every form of flowing, running water at your disposal. If there was a situation where there was no toilet paper in this country, like no pandemic, just there was no toilet paper, would you just completely shut down and like malfunction and short circuit? Like as if there's no way to relieve yourself after you have a movement in the bathroom. Like to this day, many people don't even have access to toilet paper in most of the world. So I just don't understand like the craze over toilet paper. It just feels like it just reaffirms how far we have fallen, and like I don't have that much hope in humanity after all. Like it's just so sad, and like anyways, let's move on. And now let's move into the whole topic of like, because it's not going to be focusing too much on the actual like crisis, like pandemic in this video. Let's move on to talking about buying and reselling. So if you are unaware, if you have not been seeing on social media, a lot of people have been buying toilet paper, hand sanitizer, paper towels. I don't know about water. I haven't seen water, which again doesn't make sense to me, but like buying all of these toiletries and these supplies and reselling them online for like literally like maybe 5 to 10 times what they paid for them in the store. Aside from that being what I believe to just be a waste of your time, like that is just so selfish. There are now so many people who literally cannot serve their own households. They cannot help their own families because you decided to go and clear out an entire shelf just so you can go and rob people online, basically. That should actually be criminal. And like, I was online and I follow this account called Coco Girls because I try to follow as many pro-Black accounts as I can. And I came across this video.
So all you crazy people buying out all the diapers, how am I supposed to diaper my child if I can't afford to buy 20 at a time like you can?
Now, after I saw this video, I was livid. And the reason that I was so upset is because it just makes, don't come from my beauty blender, by the way, it will be, we're on lockdown, okay? Give me some time. The reason I was so upset is because this woman is literally crying in the middle of the grocery store because she does not have a way of like properly supporting her baby, because people have decided to buy all the products that mothers need and fathers need to take care of their children and go and resell them at astronomically high prices online. Now, we don't know her story. We don't know where she's at economically, financially, but we do know that she's clearly does not have access to what she needs for her child. That broke my heart. And like, y'all are calling yourselves hustlers, calling yourselves entrepreneurs, but the thing is, you are, but at what cost though? Like, what cost to what person? Like, you don't know how it is affecting them, like how it's affecting their families. Like, it's a situation that they don't need to be in. The pandemic is already scary enough for a lot of people. You're making it worse, and now they can't do what they need because people are buying what they don't need. People, like, I'm the only one in my family who lives in Canada right now. So I get asked by my parents, I get asked by everybody, are you hoarding? Like, what are you doing? And when I respond no, they ask me why. And I'm just like, I live alone. What do you mean why? Or why do I need to be going to the store to buy 9 packs of toilet paper when I only need to be supporting one person? Like, you tell me why that would make sense. Like, we can all sit here and just be keying amongst ourselves as if this pandemic is just, you know, as long as we're not catching it, we're good, right? And then you come across videos like this and it's like, okay, but where does the joke end? Like, where does the joke end and the seriousness begin of like how our actions are affecting people in our own communities? Like, instead of people to be banding together and maybe like supporting each other, like forming virtual support groups or whatever is needed to just help people feel more comfortable, we're out here just being selfish, trying to like level up. Why don't you try to level up the way other people do? Establish an actual meaningful career. Like, make sure you're in a position where you don't feel like you need to go and bamboozle people online and take their last dollar just so you can go and sell to mothers who are probably spending their last to get some baby formula for their child, or some diapers for their child, or some bottles of water for their family. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so disheartening when you think that there are mothers who cannot feed their children because you decided you wanted to go and scam people online. Like, you deserve the virus. You deserve Corona to just occupy all of your cells if you're one of these people, because it's not a game. It's not a game, and it's not right. I can't get with that. I just can't. Imagine being in a position where you can't serve your basic needs or your family's basic needs because your neighbor decided to go out and scam the world. Like, trash. I see old people, old, elderly, wrinkly people. Gotta love them, but like, we also gotta help them. I see old people going out and they already have more to risk than the average person, because obviously when you're older, you're more prone to health problems. So old people risking it all out in these streets and in these aisles just for them to leave their houses so they can go and meet empty shelves at the grocery store. Imagine how these people feel. Like, it's not like this isn't whatever. This isn't a joke anymore. Like, these people need support. Like, they need people. And like, a lot of them are already very, very scared to like go out of their houses anyways, because they realize that they could go out and come home infected and they could be asymptomatic, so they wouldn't even know. But imagine you living alone, you're in your 70s or you're in your late 60s or whatever. You get to the grocery store just so you can maybe like restock on some toilet paper, restock on some basic cleaning agents for your household. And then you go just to meet empty shelves and to see that everything is sold out, and you realize that you've wasted your trip and you have no choice but to go to another store, and you realize, oh, they're sold out there because all these Gen Xers and millennials and whatevers, all the Karens of the world have decided to clear the shelves and not leave anything for the rest of us. Like, where is your social decency? Like, where is your even just thinking love thy neighbor, thinking of the needs of others before yourselves? But the thing is, it's not even that they're serving a need. You don't need to have 76 rolls of toilet paper stocked up in your storage room. Like, you don't need that. It's not something that you need, and you can't argue and tell me that you do, because you don't. You just don't need that. Especially when you have a household of yourself, your husband, and your one child. Like, you don't need it. But the sad thing about it that I saw is that the people on the comments of the video were blaming her. Like, how privileged and oppressed do you have to be to go out of your way to tear someone down for feeling torn down? Like, she's already at her lowest, where she probably feels helpless, where she can't even get something to put on her child's ass, and you're going in there saying she needs to get over it. Like, there are people dying in Africa. When people say that whole kids dying in Africa when there are such irrelevant problems going on in someone's life, it's like, where, like, how did that fit into this situation? How did that fit into the situation in the first place? Just trash. I mean, there are some things from this whole outbreak that have been fine, that like I actually appreciate. Like, I don't mind now being able to go to school from my house. Like, I don't mind doing e-classes. Like, obviously that makes it more enjoyable for me. What color do I want to use today? What is this color? Nope. What do I always use that color. We unfortunately had our first 2 now confirmed cases of corona. Sad, but anyways, we're still doing pretty good at containing it, whatever. Do I look like the type of girl to go out of my way to leave the comfort of my warm bed, to go and be sharing the same air as strangers, to go and spend money I don't have, to buy things I don't need, just so I can end up standing in the checkout line with people who are probably infected themselves, suppressing that cough, and like just being miserable? Like, I choose not to volunteer to be oppressed. Like, being Black alone in this community, you're already subjecting yourself to a certain amount of risks just leaving your house. Why do I need to add to that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why do I need to add poverty to my list of things to worry about? Like, I don't need to go and buy things that I don't need just to buy into this hype that I'm not naturally afraid of. Like, this whole corona thing does not strike fear into me necessarily. Like, of course, it's the way that it's affecting everything. It's something I've never experienced in my life before. But like, why would I add problems for myself and on top of that contribute to the problems of others on top of that? Y'all are seeing how it's affecting people. I would be part of the problem if I went out of my way to hoard when I don't need to. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it just takes a simple, let me think of someone before I think of myself type of thing. And like, I'm confident in like where I am right now. I don't need to be trying to get a quick buck. I'm comfortable with where I am. I don't need to try and get a quick buck off the backs of somebody else. Like, let someone else get that case of water. Let someone else get that roll or that pack of rolls of toilet paper. Let someone else get those packs of Clorox. I have some at home. Like, it just takes a little bit of thinking about others, but somehow that's become a novelty. That's become something just like washing your hands. Apparently we hadn't been taught that for years. All of a sudden people are like, oh my God, germs live on your phone. Germs live on your hands if you don't wash them. Mess. In Japan, I learned that like, if you have a cough or you have some sort of illness and you go out in public, the infected just have a habit of wearing masks over their face. Like, they just do it anyways, just because like that's social courtesy over there. Like, that's how the culture is. Why don't we practice that here? Why don't we learn to adopt things like that into our everyday lives so we can contain germs easily? But all these stupid people out here wearing masks thinking that's gonna help them. First of all, let me just burst some of your bubbles right now. If you are not infected with corona or any virus and you wear a mask, that doesn't stop you from catching it. What masks successfully do is prevent you, if you are infected, from spreading the virus to others. The coronavirus itself can live on surfaces for a matter of days. So you really think that if you wear your mask out to your math class one day, but your dirty hands have touched your phone, touched the bathroom stall, touched the toilet handle, touched the tap, touched your desk, touched your car, touched the side of the street, touched everything, you really think you're gonna go home and those same hands are never gonna touch? Like, you're gonna go home and take off the mask. So it's like you've already touched every possible dirty surface that you can. So that mask isn't gonna save you. I'm just saying, like, that's not how masks work. But people don't know that because people are stupid. And that's why I'm here, guys. I'm here to shed some light on the situation and like to inform you guys. You know, I've got you guys. So that's basically where we're at right now. And I just think that even though I did make a video on corona before, I really did have to say something because this woman did not deserve that. People are just attacking her for absolutely no reason, and it's honestly like really heartbreaking. Like, we don't need it. We just really don't need it. Let's all do better as a society. And like, I don't want to be going to the grocery store and seeing absolutely nothing on shelves. I don't want to see that anymore. I don't want to be going to the convenience store and to be having to ask for someone to come and get toilet paper down for me. Something that I use to wipe my ass, I now have to request. When did we fall so far as a society? When did that happen? I wasn't aware that's where we were at psychologically. We need that much help. But anyway, guys, I didn't finish this look, but in a different video, I probably will. This is where we're at right now. This is the mess before the magic. You guys know how it works with me. But that's all I had to say, guys. Hope you guys liked the video, and let me know what you think of all this stuff that's been going on down below, because we all got nothing but time from quarantine. So Queen Versace's out. Love you guys. Bye.